The life that I have right now, 6 months ago, they were just goals. They were just things that I wanted to do. But here I am 6 months later, living and breathing all of the goals that I made for myself.
It's not just about you.
What's up guys, it's Desi and I'm back with another video, and I am so excited to be recording today, you guys, because I haven't recorded in like 2 weeks. Trust you wouldn't know that because I've been overly consistent. I've been posting not once but twice a week on YouTube, and that just makes me so happy because for the longest I thought that I wasn't going to be able to work full-time and stay on top of my social media and like my YouTube, but I'm literally showing myself that I can do both. There is so much to talk about, but for today's video, I really want to talk to you guys about why your life might look the way that it does right now. And don't get me wrong, there's so many reasons why one thing might be going wrong or why this aspect of your life is not the way that you want it to be. But I'm talking about the things that are in your control. The things that are outside of your control, that's not what I'm talking about because it's outside of your control. I'm talking about the things that you can be doing every single day in order to improve your life. And the biggest thing, you guys, if I don't tell you anything else, if you do not listen to anything else that I say in this video, don't get comfortable. This is my number one holy grail that I apply to almost every aspect of my life. Do not get comfortable. The second that you get comfortable is when you're no longer prioritizing yourself. You're not prioritizing your goals. You're not planning for the future. You're not doing any of these things that will contribute to your actual growth because you're comfortable, because you're complacent. You cannot get like that when it comes to your life. You know, I'm happy with how my life is right now. And trust me, you can be happy with how your life is right now, but that doesn't mean that everything else gets put on the back burner. That doesn't mean that we're no longer making goals for ourselves. That doesn't mean that we're no longer putting action behind our statements. That's not what that means. You can be very happy with how you are now, but we always want to improve upon ourselves. If you're not improving upon yourself, what are you doing? Genuinely, what are you doing? I make goals for myself at every stage of my life. If there's a new chapter that's happening, the chapter that I'm currently in, I truly feel like I manifested this life for me. I genuinely did. If you guys would have talked to me 6 months ago, I was saying that I wanted to work in the legal field, that I wanted to be studying for the LSAT, that I wanted to move to DC, that I wanted to live with one of my best friends. I have all of that. I genuinely have all of that. That's why goal setting is so important. Not only to hold yourself accountable, but also to track your progress. The life that I have right now, 6 months ago, they were just goals. They were just things that I wanted to do. But here I am 6 months later, living and breathing all of the goals that I made for myself. And now that I'm at this point, I'm enjoying it, I'm loving it, and I'm definitely being very present in it. But I also have more goals, short term as well as long term, that I want to achieve because there's always more for me to learn. There's always more for me to do. Every single day, if I don't do anything else, I want to be a better person than I was yesterday. I can sit here today and say, I'm a better person than I was 6 months ago. I am a better person than I was a year ago. I have a different outlook. I have a different mindset. I have different goals for myself because there's just so much that I want to achieve in this world, and there's so much that I want to do in this world. If I would have gotten comfortable with how my life was 6 months ago, I don't know what would have happened. I was overthinking like crazy. I was so unhappy, and I still have not made a video about my New York City experience. And thinking back to New York, my New York experience, those were goals that I had set for myself. I wanted to live in New York. I wanted to be doing journalism in New York City, and I was able to achieve both of those things. I achieved my goals, realized that, hey, I don't really like this, and I pivoted. And now I'm doing what I actually like and what I actually enjoy. The life that I have now, I truly believe it's because I did not get comfortable. When I was unhappy, I wasn't just sitting around and being unhappy. When I was confused, I wasn't just sitting around and being confused, because I felt like there was so much more for me to do, so much more for me to learn, so much more for me to improve upon within myself, that I went to go do it. And I've talked about this in a previous video. You say that you want to do all of these things, yet you're sitting around and you're not doing them. You are comfortable. Why are you so comfortable when you don't have your dream life? Why are you not setting goals for yourself when you don't have your dream life? Why are you putting yourself in certain environments when those do not align with your dream life? You should be doing everything in your power in order to be the person that you want to be, in order to have the life that you want to have. And you're not going to achieve any of those goals if you're sitting around just being comfortable. I think goal setting is just so important, because it shows us how much we can achieve, and sometimes in a very short period of time. And your goals don't always have to be on a timeline. It doesn't have to be, oh, I'm gonna get my first apartment in the next 6 months. I'm gonna get my first car in the next year. It should just be, I'm gonna be doing everything in my power to work toward the goals that I am putting in place for myself. Progress is good, because the progress and the little wins over time truly add up. I've said it before in this video and in other ones, but guys, don't get too comfortable. Set goals for yourself, because that is the only way that you're gonna be able to look up and say, wow, I finally have my dream life. That's all for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
It's not that just about you. Just